Hey guys, what is going on? This is NGS back at Otakon 2015. Day 3, we are wrapping up the convention, so I decided to do a little bit of a celebratory video since I've been running into a lot of fans, subscribers, tons and tons of awesome people. One in particular, we actually decided to do a video together, and this is none other than
SSJGoshin4. Yes, I'm here with NeoGameSpark. You know him, he's been around YouTube for a while, such as I, so now we're here meeting together and making a video, which I'm really excited on doing.
So ever since Battle of Gods came out in 2013, and with the release of Resurrection F, and now having a brand new series for Dragon Ball, we've noticed there's been a lot of, I wouldn't say re-interest in the series, is that a word, re-interest? For the video's sake, it's gonna be a word, but we've noticed...
You can look it up.
Yeah, somebody, we'll post it on screen if it's real. But we've noticed that there's been, you know, a bit of a revival for the Dragon Ball series. It's always a great time to be a Dragon Ball fan.
Definitely.
You know
Especially
that.
now, though.
Yeah.
Right now is like, boom. It's like a big boom for Dragon Ball in general. Like, wow. Because it was dead for a while. Like, honestly, it was like, for a couple years, nobody was really talking about new stuff. The same thing on the high. Yeah, but it wasn't really super new.
Right.
And then we get completely new material a couple years ago with
Yep.
Battle of Gods. So now it's super exciting for all of us.
Yeah. I can definitely, like, say, as a fan of Dragon Ball and Goshin, I mean, she's cosplaying Frieza right now.
No,
Seriously. She's got the tail. With 2 movies coming out and a brand new series, and we had a great game that came out earlier in the year, Dragon Ball Xenoverse, we got a lot of good things coming. So what we want to do in this video is take the time to, I guess, really talk about the future of Dragon Ball, where we expect it to go in the future. First and foremost, I want to touch on something that I think was really shocking for both of us. How quickly Funimation... So yeah, that was something that they definitely mentioned in their panel here at Otakon. The Japanese and their love for like Dragon Ball over here. Outside, just not even just here in the States, but outside Japan, like in Mexico, Dragon Ball is huge.
Oh, yeah, even in like Europe and Italy and everything, they have their own figures. They make their own figures in Italy. So that's just like, wow. You know, you just know the impact that other countries also, you know, had with Dragon Ball. So.
Right, and it's a pretty big contrast. Like, you know this. Like, by the time Japan was done with Dragon Ball Z, when we were still babies, we hadn't even gotten the series yet.
Exactly.
So to have like a movie come out, literally, I don't even think they announced that they were working on it. Like what? When it came out in Japan? Before it came out in Japan, right?
Yeah, before. Yeah, before. I believe so. Yeah, they announced it not too long after. You know about.
Right.
Yeah, not too long. I think around the time we got Battle of Gods in the US, that's when they set it, right? I believe so.
Yeah. So somewhere in that time frame, and it definitely goes to show that, you know, Toei is not being so stingy as they were in the past. Like looking at how long it took them to bring out some of the other things for their anime. But you would think with Dragon Ball it'd be like, hey, can we get this right now? Which is what we're hoping that they do with Dragon Ball Super. You know, Funimation, you know, all these other companies have been doing like simulcast, you know, simuldubs and all that stuff. So I think that's what we can hope for with Super. At a later point, maybe they're going to do that. But looking forward, like, what would you want for the Dragon Ball series as a whole? Like, what do you expect them to do? I mean, we got a new anime. We're probably going to get new movies to tie in.
Yeah, right? Probably.
Yeah, so like, what would you realistically want?
I mean, what is there more to ask for than the series, honestly? Like, that's just going to bring so much more into Dragon Ball, all the lives coming back to it. Hopefully a lot of new villains. I want to see new villains.
Yeah, of course.
And another thing that was kind of interesting is that in the panel they said that GT is not, they don't know if it's going to be thrown out the window. That's what they said.
Was that Chris and Sean?
It was in the
Resurrection.
Yeah, Resurrection. Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, I'd assume that GT would be because it's
but they
not
said,
canon.
seeing where everything's going, we're not sure yet. That's what they said. So that's kind of interesting.
But things wouldn't make sense though with the stuff that they have coming out in GT. But
that's what they said. I don't know.
Yeah, who knows what that could mean down the road? Everyone has a different side of the story.
It's up to Akira Toriyama, you know. It's up to him.
Yeah, it's up to him on what he decides is and not.
I want to see what they do with the God forms, if they're gonna like do more with that, or just gonna stop there? You know, but you never know. There's always new transformations.
Right. Yeah.
So, and new figures. I want new figures.
Of course. I mean,
Yeah.
look at her, all her collection videos or updates. I want to get into collecting just because of all the videos you've been doing.
I know, right? I don't even know how many things I have. I lost count. It's like 3,000. I don't know, but. Yeah, I would love to see DBZ figures in the like American stores again. You know? Like we used to see when we were kids.
I remember there was this like little toy store I used to go to that was right next to like the local warehouse store, and they sold like Trunks figures. They had the TCG.
That's awesome.
Everything. So if they could like bring that back, obviously we don't know how big this resurgence will be. Who knows?
Exactly. You never know.
Yeah, I mean Dragon Ball Kai, when it premiered on Nicktoons, no one expected it to be a big of a hit as it was.
And it was a big hit.
Yeah, and they brought that to Toonami now, so we can hope for the future to see what they do.
Yeah.
I mean, with this partnership with 20th Century Fox, as you know, they were helping to fund the Battle of Gods, and I think they were also part of Resurrection F, I do not know.
Yeah.
There has been a lot of people and rumors speculating that with this partnership with Fox and the success of the past two movies, and the series is probably going to do well, we might see them take a stab at the live action scene.
Wow. That would be, I don't know how fans would take that. Would they like that? Or would they be like, oh no, I don't want to see that anymore?
Right.
That's interesting, actually.
It's kind of weird because on one hand, like, I'm such a big fan of Dragon Ball. I don't want them to screw it up because of what we got before.
Yeah.
But on the other end of the spectrum, I mean, when you have some of the stuff that's coming out from like Marvel and they're taking a better approach at, you know, adapting the source, you know, it all just takes the right people. So maybe somewhere down the road we're going to get like that one visionary who's like, hey, I love Dragon Ball and I have an idea for it.
You know, really good director and everything. And
Yeah.
Make it something that we want.
Yeah.
That would be good. Because there's some fan films that are actually really, really good. So.
Yeah, I mean, we had the, a couple years ago, it was K&K Productions made their fan film. There was Light of Hope that came out not too long ago. That was really awesome.
That was really cool too.
So, I mean, obviously, it can be done.
And obviously, the fans do want it because there's a lot of fan films like that. So
Right.
Shows the interest.
So yeah, like we're getting to that point where we're old enough to want to adapt these sort of things. Maybe it's going to take a fan to make it.
Maybe.
Who knows?
You never know.
But Dragon Ball fans, stay dedicated, keep on the grind for the things you want. For Dragon Ball Super, let Funimation know. Obviously, they're aware of it, so we're going to get it at some point.
And Japan is aware of how big the fan base is in the US. Like, Dragon Ball Z has one of like the most passionate like fan bases, I think.
And it's still going. Like, I don't know any other fan base, save for like, you know, Star Wars or something that has, you know, things coming out for the canon, that has ended and is still going on.
Exactly.
Up until now, like, because this was like the newest Dragon Ball stuff we've gotten.
It is. It is. And it's like I said previously in another video, I said that it's just crazy to have, I guess, Japan making a series, like, you know, because when I was young, it was already over.
Yeah.
You know, it's just the whole thing of like watching it from, you know, Japan, like making it and then it being live, and then it's just crazy, you know.
It's so surreal that we watched it when we were kids and it's coming back now.
Exactly. Just that whole concept, like, it's crazy.
Hell yeah. So Dragon Ball fans, stay dedicated. I'm NGS signing off for SSJGoshin4. If you want to check her out, her channel is down below. Her Facebook fan page is down below. Give her a like. She does some awesome freaking cosplay.
Yep.
And signing off for Otakon 2015. Catch you guys later. Peace.
Peace. We gotta do the peace.
Oh, we gotta do the peace?
Yeah.
So like that?
Yeah.